Hey everyone, it's Nancy, and I just have to show you one of my favorite game changers in my kitchen. It's called the quick cooker. So this is our form of a pressure cooker. You've probably heard from those a long time ago that were kind of scary to have in your kitchen if you were, maybe your mother had one. But anyway, this is our quick cooker that I absolutely love because it makes, one of the things about it is if you're one of those people that are coming home at 5 o'clock and you're like, what am I going to make to eat? Instead of driving through the drive-through, you can cook in this quick cooker. And the reason why it's so wonderful is that it has 16 functions to it, and there's actually 4 cooking functions that make it really super easy to use. But the reason why it's so nice is that, why I love it, is that when you're coming home and you've got a freezer full of frozen food, and you're saying, ah, darn, I forgot to bring it out. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's my household. You can actually cook from frozen in this. So it comes with this really great book that I absolutely love, and it's just like the perfect cheat sheet. So it's not intimidating at all. So what we're going to do is, how it cooks is because it's a pressure cooker, it cooks with water. So you have to have some kind of water or liquid. And then I'll open it up. And it comes with this very nice stainless steel bowl. And basically, you just put the food in here, and 2/3 of the way full, you put your liquid in here, and whatever you're cooking, like if it's pork or roast or chicken, it gets infused with some wonderful flavor. And that liquid could be like a salsa. I do a really good salsa chicken recipe. And actually what I'm going to do today, it's called hidden cauliflower mac and cheese. So it's really fun. But anyway, this quick cooker is pretty darn amazing. So everything gets infused in it, the flavor gets infused in here. You can do big juicy cuts of meat. For example, if you put it on the sear function, you can actually put a little oil in here and sear your roast right in the quick cooker. Add, one of my favorites is I add a can of tomato juice, and I also add a can of, it's actually tomato sauce, and then fill it up with some red wine, a cup of red wine. And then just add some Lipton onion soup, or you can even use our onion rub. Throw that in there, mix it all up, sear that roast up first, put it in, add the lid, and it's ready to go. So let's go ahead and get this hidden cauliflower mac and cheese going. So we're gonna add a pound of macaroni, okay? And then we need some broth. Like I said, you have to have broth because that water is gonna get really hot. And I'm gonna use our can opener. Go around and open this. But what happens is this will cook hotter than you could ever get on the stove. So that allows it to cook in half the time. Well, less than half the time. So we're just going to use this little beak. Open this. All right, I'm going to measure. We need 4 cups of liquid for this macaroni and cheese. That's probably about 2. Let's go ahead and get some more in here. So everything gets cooked very quickly, very tenderly. And here's one of my, a little bit more. And here's one of my favorites, is you can actually put frozen meatballs in this. I'll take a whole bag of frozen meatballs, stick it in there. Take a jar of spaghetti sauce and half a cup of water and break a pound of spaghetti. Just mix it up, click it on, press the beef and pork function, and in about 35 minutes you have perfect spaghetti and meatballs. So we got this down. Next we're gonna go ahead and put some brown mustard in this. And if I was a really good consultant, it's about 2 tablespoons I would measure this. So you don't have to be really good to do what I do, by the way. And then I have some soy sauce. That gives a little kick, some fun. All right, and some Himalayan sea salt. These are our salt and pepper melt. Here, let me show you what it looks like. Whoa. These are a favorite. If you're not using Himalayan sea salt, you guys, you're missing out. It has a lot of good vitamins and minerals. And then some cauliflower, and that goes on the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on. So if this is like 12 o'clock, we're going to put it on at 11 o'clock. Did you hear that? It's kind of, I love that. Okay, so this has to be, you have to make sure that this is not depressed. This little button and these 2 icons are facing each other because this is where the steam is going to come out. And so anyway, let's get it started. All we have to do is this one, we have a manual setting for it. So we're going to go ahead and hit custom. And this only cooks for 4 minutes. So then we're going to go down here and, hit time, and then go down to 4. Okay, here we go. So how cool is this? 4. And then we just hit start. Bang, bang, bang. So it's perfect for one pot meals, and truthfully, that's one of the things that I like about it, is that you can cook like your spaghetti and meatballs in here, you can do your roast in here, it comes out tender, juicy, and wonderful, and it's a no-brainer, because in my kitchen, when I start cooking like this, all of a sudden I forget, and then I burn things. So this, you can be doing the kids' homework or whatever, and when it comes off, it starts counting, it'll actually click into warm and then count upward. So I like that part about it, because if you're distracted, you can just open it up and it's perfect. So that's why I love the quick cooker. So if you're one of those people that aren't planning and you have a freezer full of frozen food that you want to use, this is awesome. And if you're interested, you can buy it for full price. It pays for itself in no time at all, but it's a great half price host item to get. And a lot of my hosts love to do that.